Manchester United take up clear stance on Mason Greenwood returning after receiving offers. According to reports, Manchester United are open to taking back Mason Greenwood after the charges are dropped. The English international has not played for the club since January last year. But the 21-year-old is about to be reintroduced to Erik ten Hag's cast. According to the Sun newspaper, Manchester United management has decided to keep the player as they have received many transfer offers for Mason Greenwood. Although the Manchester United women's football team made a statement, "If Mason Greenwood exists, we do not exist," the Manchester United management does not find this statement important. Considering that it would not be good to lose such a talented and young player, the management will give Mason Greenwood a chance. According to a different report in the Sun newspaper, Erik ten Hag also wants Mason Greenwood to join the team. We will see very soon how Erik ten Hag, who is known for his interest in young players, will affect Mason Greenwood. So what is your opinion on this matter? How should a decision be made about Mason Greenwood? Manchester United prioritizing Frenkie de Jong move. Manchester United will reportedly prioritize a summer transfer for Barcelona midfielder Frenkie de Jong, whose market value is €50 million. According to a report by Talksport, Erik ten Hag sees Frenkie de Jong as their top target for the summer transfer window. The Barcelona midfielder has a market value of around €50 million. The 25-year-old is open to the idea of moving to Old Trafford at the end of the season. Frenkie de Jong has been one of Barcelona's most reliable players since arriving from Ajax in July 2019. The Dutch player was among the most promising midfielders in the world at the time. The Dutch midfielder has played 31 times in all competitions this season so far. Due to Barcelona's financial problems, players will definitely not be able to transfer without selling. Therefore, Barcelona has no choice but to sell de Jong. Since de Jong is also willing to leave the team, it is said that he will come to Manchester United at the end of the season with a 90% probability. Erik ten Hag is masterminding a summer move for de Jong, with his compatriot the priority target for Manchester United. And the Dutch tactician's eagerness to reunite with the 25-year-old is understandable. That is because while Casemiro has fortified the Manchester United midfield, the Red Devils need a top-class partner for him. So what is your opinion on this? Would you like to see de Jong in Manchester? Erik ten Hag wants to sign Arsenal and Chelsea target Romeo Lavia this summer. Manchester United have joined Arsenal and Chelsea in the race to sign Southampton midfielder Romeo Lavia during the summer transfer window, the Daily Mail reported. The Red Devils have made super progress in manager Erik ten Hag's first season, and the Dutch coach is looking to recruit a young midfielder this summer. Borussia Dortmund's Jude Bellingham has been linked for some time, but Daily Mail claims United are currently on the hunt for the highly rated Lavia from the Saints. The Belgian only joined the South Coast outfit from Manchester City for £4 million last summer, and he is hugely impressed, either side of his hamstring injury. In our opinion, ten Hag can now look for a young midfielder who can be a long-term substitute. Lavia would be an excellent buy for the club. In his 15 Premier League games this term, the teenager has completed an impressive 87% of his passes while winning nearly 5 duels on average. The Saints obviously have a gem on their hands, and United will be hoping to prize him away ahead of the likes of Arsenal and Chelsea in the next transfer window. He obviously won't come for cheap. Southampton could hold out for £40 million for the midfield sensation. A bidding war could increase the player's valuation further. Absolutely possible, journalist says Manchester United could sign Marcel Sabitzer permanently. Manchester United may sign Bayern Munich midfielder Marcel Sabitzer on a permanent deal this summer, according to Florian Plettenberg. The Austrian was signed to Red Devils on loan before the deadline in January and has played 6 times in all matches so far. With each of Sabitzer's games at United, his confidence has grown, and Plettenberg claims it is absolutely possible for him to join the club on a permanent basis. Bayern is likely to confirm Sabitzer's departure this summer. The club made a verbal agreement to sign Konrad Laimer for a free transfer to replace him. Sabitzer was signed by the Red Devils after a long-term injury suffered by Christian Eriksen. The Austrian has provided good cover from his number 8 role, but has yet to contribute any goals for United in his 6 games. Despite this, it has been reported that the club's hierarchy are impressed with his physicality. The final decision could depend on manager Erik ten Hag. If Ten Hag manages to sign De Jong as well as Sabitzer, a midfielder may leave the current roster. Scott McTominay seems like the likely candidate. Defined as awesome by Luke Shaw, Sabitzer could be signed for €20 million. United could easily recoup the fee it received from the sale of McTominay. Scott has been on Newcastle United's radar and they will likely make a move for him. Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp pinpoints threat of 2 Manchester United stars ahead of Sunday's game. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp spotted the threat from Manchester United duo Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes ahead of Sunday's Premier League match at Anfield. The Red Devils have been in great form for the past few weeks and recently ended their 6-year trophy starvation by beating Newcastle United 2-0 in the Carabao Cup final. Ahead of the game, Klopp was full of praise for Rashford, who has had a tremendous turnaround in his career after a poor 2021-22 season where he scored just 5 goals in all competitions. Jurgen Klopp said via BBC Sport, "I'm really happy for Rashford because he had a very difficult period last year when he wasn't able to perform at the level he could. Now he's playing incredible, he scores very hard goals as if they were easy." Rashford has been in world-class form for United over the past few weeks. He already has 25 goals to his name for United, which is his best ever tally for a single season. It came as no surprise, therefore, that he was named United's Player of the Month for the 3rd month in a row. The way he plays, Rashford could easily take a 4th prize in a row. The England international will be aiming to impress on Sunday. Liverpool is one of their favorite opponents with 6 goals so far, and it wouldn't be surprising if he scores again. Resilience. David De Gea reacts after FA Cup 5th round win versus West Ham United. Manchester United's goalkeeper David De Gea, who beat West Ham United 3-1 in the 5th round of the FA Cup, had a fantastic reaction on Twitter. Falling back 1-0 in the 54th minute in Old Trafford, the Red Devils struggled late. Nayef Aguerd's own goal equalized Alejandro Garnacho against the winner of the match in the 90th minute. The Spaniard has been brilliant in goal for United this term and he made 6 saves in yesterday's cup tie. This included 2 key stops to deny Michail Antonio in either half. The 32-year-old received a special award from Sir Alex Ferguson for his achievement and he posted the picture on Twitter after yesterday's victory with the word resilience.